And so Saini and Caseman bullying off now. Saini winning the first bully, passing to French, who kicks the ball. So the first free hit of the match goes to Germany. Way upfield. And a kick there by Saini, so another hit to Germany. Krause out to Laurishkat now on the left wing. And Germany into the circle, and the ball going over the goal line. And as a hit just outside the circle awarded, it's going to be taken by Horst Dröser across the face of the goal and going behind off an England stick. So that's the first corner of the match. It'll be a long one because that was unintentional. So Germany have a long corner straight away at the beginning of this match. And up here comes the shot from Schröter, and a fine save by John Hurst in the England goal. John Hurst playing in his first international from St Albans. Another long corner. Once again, it's Schröter who has come up to attempt to hit the ball into the net, and it's not stopped cleanly by on the hand stop by number 10, Peter Kaninenberg. So England can clear their lines with a 16-yard hit. And this is Mike Featherstone with the hit. Gavin Featherstone obstructed there, and he gets the hit. Quickly taken to McGinn. McGinn still has it. Kihar in the middle. To Gavin Featherstone, downfield. To French. Saini has it. Saini down the right wing for England now, but the ball going over the touchline. So a push in to England, to Germany rather, on their left. That's a good one, finding a man. But good tackling by England. Laurishkat for Germany, miss-hitting. But he keeps it on the left there. And obstruction just outside the circle, so this is a very good position for Germany. The free hit's going to be taken by number 5. Stopped by Caseman. And another obstruction over on the left. So yet another German free hit. And a short corner awarded, the first short corner of the match. David Whittaker kicking the ball in the circle, so Germany have a short corner. And once again, the captain, Wolfgang Schröter, comes up. There he is, waiting for the hit. There's the hand stop and the shot, and another tremendous save by John Hurst. And another short corner awarded. The second short corner of the match. And Peter Kaninenberg, number 10, waiting for the hand stop. There it is, and here's the shot from Schröter, and blocked by Bernie Cotton running off the line. Bernie Cotton, the England captain. So England under tremendous pressure in these opening minutes. But so far, no score. And this is Bernie Cotton with the black armband, wearing number 7 for England. Way downfield, clearing the lines. It'll go over the back line, and it'll be a 16-yard hit to Germany. So Schröter with the hit. Way upfield. Germany with possession in the middle of the field, but obstruction there by Laurishkat, number 16, giving away a hit to England. McGinn to Long. Long onto an opponent's foot, and obstruction as well by Krause. A good through pass, and French is onto it. Can he score for England? Another chance now, this time for Saini. Saini inside. And he kicked it in the circle. Advantage allowed. And a tremendous chance for England lost. This is Horst Droese for Germany, and Bernie Cotton kicking the ball, but advantage allowed at the moment because Droese still has it. But more kicking, so this time it'll be a hit to Germany just outside the England 25, taken by Droese. Finding Dopp. And yet another German hit, taken by Larishkat. Across the face of the circle, well picked up by Kihar. Well downfield to Saini. Saini beaten there. Fine play by the German captain, Stroeter. Krause with the push-in, picked up by Cotton. Germany showing tremendous control here. This is Larishkat fighting his way into the circle. And obstruction by Gavin Featherstone just outside the circle. The quickly taken and well wide of the goal, so that will be a 16-yard hit to England. And it's going to be taken by number 3, Mike Featherstone, to McGinn. McGinn can't control it. Cotton misses it, and Featherstone trying to clear. Gives the ball away to Droese. Droese keeping it in play. A centre and a save by Hurst. And a last-minute clearance by Whittaker to Long. Krause with the hit. And it's too long. Cotton with a push-in. Square ball to Kehar. Kehar winning the ball in midfield, and a very bad piece of stick obstruction there. Gives the hit away. Long can't control the ball. He's fighting with Stroeter for it, and Stroeter allowing the ball to go over the back line. Way upfield, what a fine pass. Finding Kaninenberg. But it's an English push-in, taken by Whittaker. The players must be 5 yards from the push-ins, so Whittaker takes it again. So once again, England in the German half. Whittaker with the free hit. Trying to find French. And the England control, not too good at this stage. They're not stopping the ball dead, giving the ball away to the Germans. But Saini keeping the ball and doing very well, and he's badly obstructed just outside the circle. This is Bal Saini playing in his first international and winning England's first short corner. Now here's a chance for England. Now Mike Featherstone is going to hit the ball out from the back line. The hand stopper, and then the hit in from Steve Long. So here's the hit out from Featherstone, and there's the shot from Long, and a save, and a second shot, and a third one, and England have a chance, and just over the goal line. Tremendous play there by Steve Long, who had 3 bites at the cherry. First of all from the short corner, then the follow-up, and a second follow-up. So it's England's first long corner now as a result of that. Bernie Cotton hitting out. French not stopping the ball dead. So Germany coming away, but England now in control in midfield. Featherstone trying to find the right, and it's a good pass to French. And French kicking the ball on the way through. very difficult. Bloody awesome. No, it's fine, thanks. Yeah. I'll have to lean forward to see the ball in the corners, but not to worry. If not, stand up. Right. And a chance for Germany. Welcome to Lord's on a beautiful sunny afternoon. There's no score yet. England are playing from right to left in white shirts and blue shorts. Germany the other way in red shirts and blue shorts. England rather in red and Germany in white. England playing from right to left, and no score so far. Honours just about even. England had a marvellous chance to score about 3 minutes ago after a short corner from which they got a long corner, and Steve Long very nearly opened the account for England. And now we have an England free hit over on the right, taken by Whittaker way downfield. But the players must be 5 yards from these hits and the push-ins. So the umpire awards the hit to be taken again. The umpire on the far side there is the Frenchman Alain Renaud, who umpired the Olympic final in Montreal. Just to repeat that England are playing from right to left in red shirts, and Germany from left to right, of course, in the white shirts. Still no score. And you'll see many numbers on the backs of the players here. There are 16 players in each squad, so don't be bewildered by the numbering on their backs, because they wear the shirts that they have within the squad. So you'll see, for instance, a couple of number 16s. England doing very well indeed at the moment. They're putting a lot of pressure on this extremely experienced German defence. Remember, Germany won the gold medal in the '72 Munich Olympics, and there are 4 players here today who represented their country on that occasion, and they're on the attack now. And this is Horst Dresser on the right, getting his 99th cap here today, trying for the centre across the circle, and a short corner awarded by the Spanish umpire, José Luis Gortazar from Spain, and that will be Germany's 3rd short corner. Now, this is Peter Trump who's hitting the ball out from the short corner. It'll be hand-stopped, and the captain Ströter has come up to try and open the account for Germany, and that was Bernie Cotton, the England captain, coming off the line very, very quickly to get a stick in the way of that shot. Bernie Cotton, very experienced player. He's got more caps than any other England player, wearing the black armband to signify his captaincy. And it's a long corner this time on the German right. And again, it's the hand stop for Ströter with the shot. England must clear this ball very quickly, and it's cleared unintentionally, the umpire says. And again, that's a rather extraordinary decision, because the ball was undoubtedly put behind intentionally, which should have been a short corner perhaps. But anyway, a long corner awarded. Another hand stop, push to the left, and a chance here for Germany, and a fine save by Hurst. A tremendous save by the England goalkeeper, but Germany still have it. This is Caseman on the right. Kihar now for England, clearing downfield, a bad clearance. Advantage allowed, Caseman fighting his way into the circle across the front of the goal. And it's Peter Trump who just can't control the ball for Germany. Whistle and a hit against England. It's going to be taken by number 6, Uli Krauser. Across the face of the circle. And a clearance by Long, but not far enough, and Germany have a chance again. And another one, and over the top. And that is John Hurst, who's getting his first cap for England today. He's 25 years old, from St Albans, and he's playing a blinder so far. He's made 3 magnificent saves. The 5th long corner in 16 minutes for Germany. Peter Trump hitting out. The hand stop for Ströter, but they can't control it. And quite rightly, the umpire blows up for an infringement there, a kick by Heino Dopp, and England can breathe again. This is Mike Featherstone, another new cap, taking the 16-yard hit, looking for the gap, way downfield, but straight to Caseman. Caseman across field to Dopp. Dopp tackled by Saini. Saini with the ball now. At centre forward for England. To his right, and he can't find a man. John French coming back. John French from Westcliff on the right wing. And a long scoop ball, well picked up by Featherstone. Way downfield, and that will be a 16-yard hit to Germany. That's Klaus Ludwigsack from Cologne, wearing a mask, whereas John Hurst, the England goalkeeper, is not wearing any protection over his face. Cotton, back to Featherstone, Gavin Featherstone. Cross field, good pass, finding Saini. German marking very tight indeed. Hans Montag over on the left for Germany. Kihar to his right to David Whittaker, and he can't control it. David Whittaker from the Southgate club. And good play there by Kihar for England in the middle. Getting a free hit just on the halfway line. Quickly taken to McGinn. McGinn reverse stick pass to Whittaker. Whittaker downfield. And another hit to England, midway between the halfway and the 25-yard line. Quickly taken. French in the circle for England, but Germany once again clearing their lines very well. Extremely cool in defence, finding their men. This is Gavin Featherstone. So it's a push in to England over on the right, taken by Whittaker. A very important match this as far as England's concerned. Germany, one of the strongest hockey nations in the world. And here comes Kihar for England into the circle. And, oh, an air shot there, but advantage played. A tremendous save there for Germany by Ludwigsack. And Saini, Bal Saini, born in Kenya, playing his first match for England today, trying very hard there to open England's account. And here's a replay of that incident, a tremendous save by the goalkeeper. England had a definite chance there, and but for very, very quick reflexes by a pretty large goalkeeper, they were certain to have opened the account. So 20 minutes gone now of the first half, 35 minutes each way. No score so far, and honours very even. England building up now to the World Cup, which takes place in Buenos Aires in April of next year. But between now and then, they go to India on a tour in November of this year, and then in September of 1978, they will take part in the European Cup in Munich. McGinn into the circle. Bernie Cotton, he's got to get his centre in, he's obstructed. Advantage played, and the Spanish umpire allowing play to go on, but not now. That was a kick there by Kehar. Sooty Kehar, Sutinda is his full first name, plays for Slough. Long for England. And a tremendous bit of defensive play there by Germany. McGinn for England. Square ball, finding Whittaker on the right. Whittaker to French. England still have it, John French. Caseman for Germany, Werner Caseman getting his 93rd cap today. And a kick in midfield gives the hit to England. Germany, incidentally, recently did extremely well in a tournament in Lahore in Pakistan. Not all their top players were available. And there they played Pakistan, of course, Holland, Japan and Malaysia, and came out of the tournament very well. They're an extremely efficient, strong hockey nation. Stick obstruction giving a hit to Germany. It's Krauser back to Montag. Montag way upfield. Haninenberg into the circle, and Hurst will let this go behind the line for Gavin Featherstone. Mike Featherstone has decided to take it, the 16-yard hit. And England certainly are running into space. Their marking is extremely good. In recent years, the marking has been rather slack, and they haven't been running into space too well, but today they're certainly doing that. And here's Saini beating his man. He's got to go it alone. Saini, can he get a shot in? He does, and it's there! What a tremendous goal by the new cap, Balsaini. He has certainly rewarded the selectors for their selection of him today. Balsaini, born in Kenya, plays for Slough, opening the England account, and here's the shot. He beat his defender. He's just about to beat another one right on the edge of the circle, and here's his shot. He set himself up for it, and the goalkeeper had no chance at all. So that's a tremendous fillip for England to have opened the scoring here at Lord's against West Germany. West Germany with these four players who were gold medalists at Munich. Horst Dresser getting his 99th cap today. Werner Caseman getting his 93rd. Peter Trump, 106 caps, and Wolfgang Ströter, the captain, 108. And here's England with four new caps in this side here today, one up. And that's obstruction just outside the German circle. Another chance for England now. McGinn with the hit. And a good one to French, and a clearance. Can England get another shot in? Oh, it's there! It's there! And it's scored by Steve Long for England. What a turn-up for the books this is. And certainly this is a marvellous day for English hockey. Let's have a look at that goal again. It's Steve Long who put the finishing touches to it. And a tremendous belt right up into the top of the net. And the goalkeeper hardly saw that. So England 2 up. The odds against this score after about 25 minutes play, England against Germany, being England 2, Germany 0, would be about 100 to 1 against. But England now with their tails right up, playing really good hockey. They're marking their men, they're running into space, they're controlling the ball, picking up the passes well. Bernie Cotton. Downfield. Trying to find Aldridge, who can't control the ball, so Germany have really got to pull something out of the bag here. Well played, Steve Long. Can he keep the ball in? No, he just can't. Just over the line for a German push-in. Steve Long, the scorer of the second goal, plays for Bury St Edmunds. He has now scored, Steve Long, 48 goals in 56 internationals. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Bernie Cotton with the hit for England. That was a good one. Steve Long not able to control the ball that time. Bernie Cotton, 28 years old now, his 48th cap today for England. He's also got 38 for Great Britain, of which he is also captain. So he is approaching the record number of caps ever held by an English hockey player. You can feel the ebullience and vitality in this England hockey side now, with being 2 goals up. And they are going to keep the Germans in their own half. And they're not going to be upset by that sort of play by the Germans. They get the hit. Once again, it's Bernie Cotton. Tower of strength in defence. Always plays on the left. Very strong on the reverse stick. And Kihar obstructing in midfield there, giving a hit away to Germany, inside the German half. And the hit is going to be taken by Horst Dröser, one of the most experienced German players, slipping it to Ströter. Ströter square across field to Hans Montag. Dopp with the hit for Germany. This is Aldridge trying to beat his man. Gets his pass in. That's a good one to French. French on halfway. And this is Larushkat on the left. Here comes his centre. Oh, and not stopped. And that will be a long corner. Went off a defender's stick. That was Whittaker's stick, who wasn't able to control the ball right in the goal mouth. So this is a long corner for Germany, their 6th. Now, once again, Peter Kaninenberg from Munich is going to hand stop. And Ströter has come up for the shot, and they can't stop it. They missed it altogether. And it's, in fact, a very good pass to Steve Long on the England left, to Saini. And Saini can't keep the ball in. Slight lack of control by both sides, but one must excuse that by saying that this Lord's pitch is slightly bumpy. There was rain overnight, and it is slightly bumpy, and you can notice that it is cutting up a bit, so it's not the easiest of surfaces to be playing on. Obstruction by Dopp, giving a hit away to Cotton, who plays the ball square to Gavin Featherstone. Out to French on the right. And a good reverse stick tackle there by Werner Caseman for Germany. But England have the push in. It's quickly taken. French trying to beat his man, who kicks it, and the whistle goes. It's Alain Renaud, the French umpire, over on the far side, and across comes the centre, and it's once again Saini, who's very much in the action there, right in the goal mouth, just not able to get a stick to it. German hit on the edge of the circle. Short one, Ströter upfield, trying to find Montag. But once again, it's the England defence, very much in command in midfield now. Out to Trump on the left wing. Back to Montag. Montag to Dröser. Dröser into the England 25. Somebody must stop him here, and it's Hurst, even the goalkeeper. And he's got to do it again, and the ball going over the goal line. So once again, John Hurst, who is preferred today in preference to Dick Barker, England and Olympic goalkeeper, and John Hurst certainly proving his worth in the England goal. But it's another long corner. Can he get a shot in? He does, and once again it's Hurst who saves. But Germany have another chance. But the England defence packed in the circle, and the ball played onto the foot, and Germany now have a short corner. It's their 4th of the match. Now this is Peter Trump, who's going to push the ball out to Kaninenberg for the hand stop. Ströter with the shot, and it's saved on the line, and a second chance, and it's allowed. Germany have scored to make the score 2-1. Let's have another look at that. Here comes the short corner, stopped by Kaninenberg. The shot stopped by Hurst, but it was Trump following in who put the ball into the back of the net. So Peter Trump getting his 106th cap here today. And sorry about the pun, but he really is Germany's trump card. But it's French for England, stopped just on the edge of the circle, way upfield. Mike Featherstone trying to find Saini, which he does. Saini fighting for the ball. But now a new spirit in this German side. They've cut the deficit by 1 goal. And they have a hit just outside the England 25. 4 minutes to go of the first half. England leading by 2 goals to 1. The German hit taken by Larishkat, and offside in the middle of the circle. That was Peter Kaninenberg who was offside there. Dopp on the German right, being tackled by Cotton on the reverse stick and obstructing. That's a very good example of reverse stick tackling. Bernie Cotton able to get the stick to the ball. And advantage played. England holding the ball in the shape of Ian McGinn. Downfield, trying to find Long. Finds Aldridge, and a bad pass by Aldridge, going over the touchline. The push quickly taken by Krauser to Ströter. Ströter with the hit. McGinn beating his man by pure stick work, slipping it to Saini. Saini beating his man by stick work. He's trying to do a bit too much, though, and he's obstructed on the halfway line. Hit to England, taken by Gavin Featherstone, and it's too long. And in this game, you must play the ball all the time. You are not allowed to play the stick. Stick obstruction is the technical name of the foul, known by the players as stick tapping. Whittaker kicking the ball, and so another hit to Germany. This is a dangerous situation for England just before half-time. Dröser with the hit. Upfield. But Aldridge fighting for the ball. And obstructed. England hit. Gavin Featherstone. These Featherstones are no relation at all, although they play for the same club, Hounslow, and spell their names exactly the same, Mike and Gavin Featherstone, and incidentally both playing in their first internationals today, but they are not relations. There's Gavin Featherstone falling over, giving the ball away. And Bernie Cotton clearing England's lines, but a long corner, the ball just going over the back line there, and a minute to go to half-time. This is Werner Caseman, who's come over to take the long corner from the right. Ströter once again has come up for the shot, and there it is. It's a tremendous shot. Marvellous, marvellous save by Gavin Featherstone, number 5 for England. The centre-half, who stopped it with the stick right on the line, with the goalkeeper beaten. Another short corner. Again the hand stop, again the shot, and a fine save by Hurst. Tremendous play once again by John Hurst, stopping with the pad and clearing with the stick, although he was flat out on the ground. French inside, trying to find Kihar. Saini trying to beat his man, slipping it onto the foot, so that'll be an England hit. Just inside the German 25. And there goes the klaxon for half-time, with the score England 2, Germany 1. And the 2 goal scorers for England, Saini playing in his first international, born in Kenya. And the other goal scorer, Steve Long, much more experienced, playing today in his 34th international for England, giving England a 2-goal lead, and then Germany pulling one back through Peter Trump. So at half-time, England 2, West Germany 1. Position at half-time, 2 up at one stage, Germany pulling one back. And we'll be seeing a lot of that pavilion during this summer with the second test match, the Centenary Lords test match, starting on Thursday the 16th of June. But at this stage, the England hockey team very much in the ascendant here. Now that side is a complete mixture because there are 4 new caps: John Hurst, the goalkeeper, Mike Featherstone and Gavin Featherstone, not related, and one of the goal scorers, Bal Saini, who is playing in the centre forward position, went to Newcastle University. He's now 26 and getting his first cap, so they've all played extremely well in the first half. Ian Taylor in the middle there, the New England manager, wearing the overcoat, talking to his players. He must be very happy with the situation. And also, incidentally, they have a new coach for this match, Trevor Clark. Now the German side has 4 very experienced players, all of whom played in 1972 in the Munich Olympics when they won the gold medal. That is Horst Dresser from Frankfurt, Werner Kasemann from Cologne, Peter Trump from Heidelberg, and the captain Wolfgang Stöder from Düsseldorf. And between them, they have got about 400 caps, over 400 caps. There are no new caps in this side. Ulrich Krause has played in 5 matches. This is his 6th. So you can see that they are far more experienced than England. But England, by sheer persistency and real trying, are on top here at this stage. Now, the man in the middle of the pitch there is Jim Fairbrother, the Lord's groundsman, who has the responsibility on his shoulders of producing pitches here at Lord's throughout the cricket season. He looks rather concerned. This, of course, is the outfield. We're nowhere near the cricket square, but that is the man who will have to produce the wicket for the second test match at Lord's that I mentioned just now. Remember that England, of course, are not Great Britain as such. Great Britain, who failed to qualify for the Montreal Olympics, are a selection from the 4 home countries, and they failed, if you remember, to beat Belgium to qualify for the Olympics. Now, if this side here had been qualifying for the Olympics in 1976, I think, and they'd shown this sort of spirit that we've seen here this afternoon, we might have seen a very different result. That's John Hurst, just limbering up before the second half begins. There are 5 substitutes on each side, and 2 substitutes are allowed, but so far we've seen no substitutions. On the England bench there, Dick Barker with the pads on is the substitute goalkeeper, an Olympic goalkeeper. Then we have Paul Barber, Rui Saldana, Rolly Brockman and Brian Disbury. The coach, Trevor Clark, with the tracksuit top on. Ian Taylor, the new manager, sitting in the middle there with the overcoat on. The German substitutes, incidentally, are Franz Schweitz, Joachim Montag, Hans-Gerd Bachmann, Reinhard Langer and Uwe Winzler. But so far, no substitutions made at all. So England in the second half, playing from left to right in red shirts, Germany in white shirts. Number 14 is going to bully off for Germany, Heine Dopp, with Bal Saini for England. And Germany's instructions must have been from their coach, Klaus Kleiter, to start the second half off at great speed. And here they are, almost into the England circle straight away. Hurst coming out to clear, good clearance. Very accurate clearance with the pad, with the boot to Cotton, but picked up in midfield by Ströter. Play allowed to go on. Advantage played. Aldridge to McGinn. McGinn missing his pass, and a clash in midfield there. That's Cotton and Horst Dröser, but I think they'll be all right. They ran into each other, straight into each other. Horst Dröser on the deck. And Germany have now made a substitution. Reinhard Langer, number 5, has come in instead of number 15, Udo Quillitz.
What's happening?
So we'll see number 5. There he is. That's Reinhard Langer, who's taken Quillitz's place at the beginning of this second half. And Germany on the attack. Once again, it's Hurst who clears. Cotton and Caseman beating him. And not able to keep the ball in. 16-yard hit to England. Mike Featherstone way upfield, trying to find French. French obstructing. And the hit very quickly taken. And Germany playing a mixture of close passing and through balls, trying to bewilder the England defence, but they're not doing so at the moment. Into the circle now. Hurst with the clearance, and a short corner awarded as Dröser is upended about 3 yards from the England goal line. Upended, loses his stick, and a short corner is awarded as a result. Now 6 defenders allowed behind the goal line. Everybody else has to be over the halfway line, and those defenders are not allowed to move before the ball is hit out. This is the hand stop by Kninneberg, the shot by Ströter, and it's in the back of the net. Wolfgang Ströter, the German captain, levelling the scores from that short corner, and we can see it again, a perfect hand stop, absolutely dead, a tremendous shot, giving Hurst no chance. Wolfgang Ströter. England 2, West Germany 2. Just a few minutes of the second half gone. 35 minutes each way. So just over half an hour to go. And will the German experience, the experience of this German side, tell in the last half? Particularly in the last quarter of the match. Scooped, long scooped through ball from McGinn. Well picked up in midfield by Aldridge to Saini. Saini quickly onto it. And an obstruction just outside the circle, England hit. It's going to be taken by Whittaker. Oh, what a bad one, straight onto a German stick. And Aldridge keeping the ball in. Keeping his stick down on the ground too, and doing very well, but losing the ball finally, and the whistle goes. Saini. Kihar still with the ball. Kihar onto a German foot. Play allowed to go on. Kninneberg obstructed in the middle, so a German hit quickly taken again. They're very quick with these hits, and they are just beginning to catch the England defence unawares with the quickly taken free hits. And that time it's a long corner, the ball going off an England stick, and it is Germany's 10th long corner of this match. England have only had 2. Hit out by Werner Caseman. The stop and the shot once again from Ströter, but it was Bernie Cotton who came like a shot from a gun off the line, the England captain. Left the line like a sprinter off the blocks and got a stick in the way of that shot. And that is very, very dangerous, but he is the front runner from the goal line for England. This time it's a long corner from the other side. new ball called for. Incidentally, the ball boys here from the Broome Park School in Gosport. A shot by Trump on the line, and it's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net. Peter Trump, and the Germans using a different tactic at that long corner. They didn't hit it across the centre of the goal, they hit it straight to Trump. Trump stopped the ball, first time shot, and into the back of the net. So England, having led by 2 goals, now down by 1 goal. Germany leading by 3 goals to 2. Whittaker to Aldridge. Aldridge with a scooped pass. Gavin Featherstone, good play to David Whittaker. Whittaker reverse stick tackled. Way upfield, Saini won't catch that. It'll go over the goal line for a 16-yard hit. And there are 2 other nations here at this Lord's weekend, both France and Spain. And after this match, France do indeed play against Spain. And tomorrow at Chiswick, all 3 countries play against each other again. So at this weekend, sponsored by Rank Xerox, 4 nations, we've got some marvellous weather and some excellent hockey. But the big question is now, can England level the scores? 3-2 down at the moment, and Germany have the ball just outside the England 25, and it's a short pass. Picked up by Cotton. Cotton downfield, but not a very good pass. The England passing just becoming a little bit ragged in the face of this German pressure. Germany showing greater control now, and England relieving the pressure by hitting the ball anywhere. The whistle had gone for obstruction because the German forward line ran across the face of the England goal and put their shoulders between the England defence and the ball. That is obstruction. Then a Caseman. And a kick on the line there. It's going to be a German hit taken by Caseman. Just outside the circle and going over the line for another German long corner. And Germany finding this tactic very, very successful. Caseman hitting out from the corners. Kaninenberg gets his glove on. He wears a glove on his left hand for the hand stop. And here comes the shot from Sturter, but that time it wasn't stopped dead. There's Kaninenberg. He's got his glove on his left hand for the hand stop. Saini upfield to McGinn. But once again, England lose it in midfield. Cotton. Aldridge, this is better. To Saini. Saini in space. He's got Long on his left. Long. Well picked up by Horst Dröser. Slipping the ball to Montag. Dröser. Scooped through ball, and that was time to the minute. Mike Featherstone taking the ball up to where the offence was committed. Looking for the gap. Not able to find it. Dröser. Back to Montag. Cotton picking the ball up for England. Cotton beating his man. And not a good pass, but French picking the ball up with nobody outside him. And a reverse stick clearance there by Wolfgang Ströter, giving England the push in. Kihar. Look at this Ströter. Sheer persistence, and he's very, very strong, extremely fit. And he keeps his stick right on the ground. Good play by Whittaker, across the goal, but the ball undercut. Dangerous play. David Whittaker from Southgate, also a Great Britain player and an England indoor international as well as outdoor. This is Ströter. Once again, the England defence not able to control the ball, letting the Germans in. Caseman onto an England foot. And play allowed to go on. But the whistle finally blowing with Cotton obstructed. Cotton. Picked up by Dröser, straight to him, in fact. This is Caseman. Caseman to Dröser. Can he get a shot in? He does. It's saved by Hurst. Off the pad and almost a rebound and a shot. But the whistle had gone. The whistle had gone before the shot there from Heine Dopp. McGinn. A kick there by Kihar in the centre. Another hit just outside the England 25. Taken by Krauser. Krauser will take it again. The players must be 5 yards from these hits. Right on the 25-yard line. Good play by Whittaker. Whittaker, good pass to Saini. He needs to pass the ball a bit quicker than this, and he topped it. Once again, giving the ball to the Germans. Saini, square. That's better. To McGinn. McGinn has Cotton square on his left, but he tries a through ball straight to the German defence. Ströter. Downfield. Gavin Featherstone obstructing there. And that'll be another German hit halfway between the England 25 and the halfway line. Taken by Krauser. Oh, and Mike Featherstone missing the ball there. McGinn recovering for England, kicking the ball on the way through, but he's obstructed first, so it's a hit to England. Now, England have a chance to clear their lines. Germany very much on top at this moment after England, particularly in the last quarter of an hour of the first half, had things all their own way. The greater experience of the Germans is now beginning to tell. Cotton. Right upfield trying to find French. Good play by French, beating his man and getting the hit. Taken quickly by Saini to Aldridge. Aldridge onto a German foot. That'll be another England hit. And this time the German defence will have time to get back. Whittaker with the hit. And a chance for England, no, and it's not allowed. It's not allowed. The umpire, the Spanish umpire, who will not be at all popular here this afternoon, had blown before the ball went into the net. He had blown his whistle just before the ball went into the net for a kick. He should have played advantage, and 9 times out of 10, that goal would have been allowed because the whistle would not have gone. But England have a short corner. Featherstone. Now, I just hope that England don't get too depressed with that. Very easy to feel very sorry for yourselves when that sort of thing happens. This is Featherstone hitting out to Whittaker with a hand stop. There's the shot from Long, and it's there! What a shot from that short corner by Steve Long. His second goal. Retaken short corner, beautiful hand stop by Whittaker, and an unstoppable shot by Steve Long. He's delighted, as are the England side and this very good crowd here at Lord's. Saini bullying off with Heine Dopp. So honours even, with about a quarter of an hour to go. Bully off retaken, advantage allowed, long scoop ball, just what England needed, that goal. They were just starting to crack up a little bit in defence particularly. Good tackle, beautiful tackle by Gavin Featherstone, but the umpire saying that it was hit with the back of the stick. The ball played with the back of the stick, so it's a German hit. England must clear this. Hurst allowing it to go over the goal line, not panicking, staying cool. And this is Germany's 13th long corner. And they're using the same strategy again. It's going to be Werner Caseman to hit out. Kaninenberg has just readjusted his glove for the hand stop, and it's Ströter waiting for the shot. No, he slips it to his left to Trump, and that will be a short corner because McGinn kicked the ball on the way out of the circle in his eagerness to get there to stop that hit.
It's a very good lesson there. Don't try and out.
And so this is Germany's 6th short corner. Now, this time, Peter Trump hits the ball out from the goal line. There's the hand stop, and the shot didn't come in because the ball has to be stopped absolutely dead from the hand. The ball cannot be moved forward, sideways, or backwards. It has to be stopped absolutely dead. So England can breathe again. Destruction by Aldridge, giving away a hit. Taken by Krauser. And a kick by Caseman. Advantage allowed. Oh, and French really upended there. John French, but he's not worried. Chasing up the right wing. Kihar. And England still have it. This is Saini. Saini trying to beat 3 men by stick work, and he's obstructed. That'll be a short corner. Well played, Saini. Trying to beat 3 men, and he literally became the ham in the sandwich. And he's got a short corner. Now this is a chance for Steve Long to put England ahead again. Now, England's strategy is for Gavin Featherstone, Mike Featherstone rather, to hit out. David Whittaker with the hand stop, Long with the shot in. Here it comes. Oh, it's no! Oh, it stopped right on the line by a German stick. It was stopped by Ströter right on the line. Again, it was a perfect hand stop, a tremendous strike in, goalkeeper beaten and stopped on the line by Ströter. So England very nearly ahead. And a German 16-yard hit. The score remaining at England 3, West Germany 3. Good tackling back by McGinn. Kaninenberg. And Cotton putting the ball into touch over on the far side for a German push-in. Rear stick tackle by McGinn. And the ball going over the goal line for an England 16-yard hit upfield, finding Saini. Bad pass. It was Langer clearing way downfield. Aldridge for England. Trying to do just a bit too much, beaten by Langer. But Saini is still there, and he's been obstructed. The whistle must go for an England hit. Oh, and Long just not able to get his stick to it on the reverse. A definite chance there for Steve Long, and I've seen him pick those up before in the past. But you need a little bit of luck for a first-timer on the reverse stick. The ball needs to run right for you. Whittaker to Aldridge, back to Whittaker. Whittaker, can he get a centre in? He's obstructed outside the circle. So it's going to be a hit to England. taken by Whittaker, who's having a fine game on the right for England. Hitting it straight at the goal, and the whistle going for stick obstruction. Germany coming away. This is Dröser. Good tackle by Featherstone. Good defence. Cotton. Square ball to Aldridge. Aldridge running on through the gap. And a good clearance that by Klaus Ludwigsack from Cologne, the German goalkeeper. Well protected, and the ball going across the goal. The whistle's gone. So England slightly unlucky to be only drawing this match at the moment, because the ball did go into the back of the net, but the umpire had blown his whistle a fraction, literally a fraction of a second before the ball went over the line. But it's in the book. Still 3 each. Peter Trump across the face of the goal, saved by Hurst. Can he save again? He doesn't have to, because the whistle goes. Gavin Featherstone taking the hit quickly to Aldridge. We're into the last 5 minutes of this match now.
Come on!
Germany, well tackled, good tackle. Just over 10 minutes to go, not 5 minutes of this match. So England with just over 10 minutes to beat Germany. Aldridge. McGinn tackling back, but Dröser has it. And a chance for Germany, and there's a kick on the edge of the circle just outside, so it'll be a hit rather than a short corner. And this time it's a long corner. Good defence by England. And one can see what the German tactic is once they get into the circle. If they can't get a shot in, they're looking to get a short corner by pushing the ball onto a defender's feet. This time they've got a long corner. And it's Caseman hitting the ball up. Back has come Ströter out of defence. The hand stop and not stopped. The ball bouncing about 5 yards away from the hand stop and making it very difficult. Mike Featherstone with a 16-yard, finding French. French with a scoop-through ball, and that was dangerous play, adjudged to be dangerous. Langer taking it quickly, slipping it to Dopp. Featherstone hits the ball very cleanly, square to Whittaker, upfield, bad pass again. Ulrich Krauser to Germany, looking for the gap. Aldrich was in it. French, long ball, stopped by Ströter. Now, he's got so much time, he can pick his spot, and he does. Trying to find his right winger, and does. What a fine pass. And that was Peter Trump on the right, getting a long corner, Germany's 15th long corner. Werner Caseman going out to hit the ball in from the goal line. Once again, it's Peter Kanienberg with the hand stop. Ströter's come up, but he can't stop it. So Germany showing great control, except on the top of the circle, where they just can't stop the ball at the moment from these short and long corners. Featherstone bisecting Whittaker and French straight into touch. England playing it a bit too close. They need to clear the ball now out of defence. Whittaker, that's more like it, way upfield, finding a gap. A kick by Cotton over on the right, German hit. What another good pass, finding Dröser into the circle. Can he get a shot in? He's upended by the goalkeeper, and a penalty stroke has been awarded against England. It was the last thing that Hurst could possibly do. He was almost beaten, and he upended Dröser as he was just about to shoot. He couldn't get a stick to the ball, and he played the man. And now we have the first penalty stroke of the match awarded against John Hurst. This new cap for England, who's made some magnificent saves here today, but giving away that penalty stroke, and it's going to be taken for Germany by Hans Montag from Cologne. Now, he is allowed to take one step towards the ball. It's very much like a penalty in football, and he's got every chance. The goalkeeper is not allowed to move before the stroke is taken. And it's there, high, wide, and to the goalkeeper's right. So Montag puts Germany one ahead with this penalty stroke. Vain attempt by John Hurst to stop it. So the score, England 3, West Germany 4. And once again, England have got it all to do to pull one back. This is Siney. To Long. Long on the left. The Germans realise that Steve Long is very much the danger man in the England attack, and he's been very closely marked throughout this match. He scored from 2 short corners, but in open play, he's always had a man on him. Featherstone finding Aldridge. Aldridge in midfield. Whittaker. Whittaker beating his man, trying to do a bit too much, giving the ball away to Krauser. Caseman racing downfield. Featherstone putting the ball into touch. Oh. And 3 England defenders there, not quite sure what the other ones were doing. And this game is being played at a furious pace. Whittaker trying to find Siney. Siney not able to control the ball on the right. Stroeter downfield. And of course the goal can only be scored from inside the circle, so England playing safe there and going for the 16-yard hit. Once again, it's Stroeter playing as Germany's sweeper. For once, not finding his man. McGinn inside to Long. Long square to Aldridge. And Caseman getting a stick to the ball, just not able to keep it in. Werner Caseman getting a round of applause from the crowd in his 93rd international. Whittaker, bad one, going for the scoop. Once again, Whittaker to Aldridge. To French, good pass. Featherstone, go square. No, he didn't. Kaninenberg, not able to get his pass in. Whittaker beating his man. Finding Aldridge. They're working well, these two together. And a kick there. That'll be an England hit just outside the circle. 5 minutes to go now, and an England hit. It's going to be taken by Whittaker. And this situation is one where The forward needs to get a stick to the ball, and they couldn't. Very good hit indeed, straight at the goal. Wolfgang Ströter, cross field to Caseman. Caseman to Trump, but well tackled by Featherstone. Chance for Saini for England. He's on his own. I don't think he's quite got the speed, but he's beating his men through sheer stick work. He still has it and couldn't hold on to it. So there has been a substitution now on the German side. Heiner Dopp has gone off, and number 3, Joachim Montag, has come on. England have it in the circle. Panic clearance for Germany. And Ali McGinn falling on the ball just outside the circle. Ali McGinn, one of the characters of hockey, a teacher of physical education, 30 years old, has a brother also who will play for England, I'm quite sure, in due course. So 4-3 the score, 4 to Germany, 3 to England, with 3 minutes to go. England need to keep the ball in play at all costs, as much as they possibly can, with 3 minutes to go. Cotton clearing. Dröser obstructed, but Germany have it, so advantage allowed. But the whistle's gone now for a kick by Peter Trump. Cotton upfield, into the gap. Nobody there at all. Ströter. Finding Krauser. Krauser trying to find Joachim Montag. Whittaker. Whittaker losing the ball, trying to do a little bit too much, but a kick by Caseman. Featherstone. Oh, and this could be dangerous. Germany into the circle. This is Trump. Can he get a shot in? He does, and he topped the shot, and the ball going wide. So this game has really seesawed. England 2 up in the first half. The score at half-time, 2-1, and then Germany pulling 2 goals back to take it to 3-2. Then England equalising at 3-all, and Germany making it 4-3. And now we've just got a minute to go, and that is the score, with England desperately trying to level this match in the last minute. Saini. Crossfield trying to find Whittaker, but the ball going into touch. It's exactly what England don't want, German possession at this stage. Ströter downfield, and he's quite prepared for the ball to go over the goal line for a 16-yard hit, with the seconds ticking away. Featherstone. Saini obstructed, but play allowed to go on. No, the other umpire says that is obstruction. On the far side, the French umpire, Alain Renaud. Whittaker. And England desperately need this ball. They can do without these bad passes straight to the German defence. Ströter, adjudged to have undercut the ball there, so it's going to be an England hit, taken by Featherstone, upfield. Ströter in the action again, and he clears first time. He doesn't bother about beating a man, he just clears his lines. This could be the last chance for England. Cotton, back to McGinn. Square to Featherstone. The French, can he keep it in? And it's an England hit. Taken quickly. Trying to find Siney, but once again, there's Strurter sweeping up. This time he does bother to beat a man and clears way downfield. And the ball given away there to Kaninenberg. Kaninenberg into the circle. Desperate England defence. The whistle goes, and it's an England hit. To Kihar. Kihar, not very much in evidence in this second half in the middle of the field. And obstruction there against England. So an England hit, finding Long. Now this is it. This is a chance now for England. Last chance. Long trying to find Siney. And a clearance, and that's very dangerous indeed. Hit straight into French's groin there. And so it's an England hit just outside the circle, taken by Aldridge. And there it goes. Can England get a shot in? No, they can't. And a foul by the England forwards there. The ball in the air and a bit of stick tapping. So Germany have the hit. Strurter. And once again, he's very, very happy to put the ball into touch deep inside the England half. And there does go the final klaxon for the end of this match. Germany winning finally by 4-3, but a very good performance this by England. The odds very long against them, losing by a considerably bigger amount than that. The England stars, Steve Long with the short corners, 2 of them, and the final score, West Germany 4, England 3.